Tag show. Tag show. That's gonna leave a mark, Taylor.
That's undisputed because I'm undisputed. The Takedown.
Yeah.
Want to start the first one?
The Fiend has a happy Halloween. So you didn't watch Crown Jewel, right?
Nope, did you?
I only watched Lacey Evans and Natalya because, again, like I mentioned, it's women's wrestling is a big moment. It wasn't the best match by any means, but nonetheless, it was a very emotional moment to see those two compete in a country that, women's rights aren't really in the forefront. So it was that was great to see. But in regards to the pay-per-view, no. I did see a few highlights in regards to the Fiend. I'm happy he won.
Yeah, I'm happy as well. Do you think it was the right call to do it at Crown Jewel and not do it at Hell in a Cell, though?
He should have won a Hell in a Cell, but whatever, it was said and done.
Right.
Seth won, and there's nothing you can do. So, yeah, and then at this point, you've booked Bray to essentially get shot at and come back alive, right? So he had to win. Yeah. Because if he lost this match, it would have been the character's done.
Yeah. So here's the thing. What did you think was going to happen after he won and him and Brock was on SmackDown? Both the titles.
I thought Bray was going to go to Raw. I really thought that.
I thought so too. I thought they was going to do something where they let Bray Wyatt be on SmackDown and let The Fiend go on Raw.
Yeah.
Kind of
that would have been a good idea. That would have definitely been a good idea. But it makes sense too because Paul Heyman is the executive director of Raw. Right. Right. So to be his advocate on Brock Lesnar's advocate on SmackDown and then run essentially a whole ass show on another day, like early in the week, it would have been too much. So it just makes sense. And Ray and Brock right now, I like what's going on between them. Yeah. So it just makes sense. I just hope WWE, please don't make the title like blue. If you have like trims.
Did you see the concept title for Bray? It was like this brownish title.
I didn't see it, but regardless, because eventually when Bray drops the title, it's still going to be on SmackDown. So how are you going to put it? It's not going to be a red title. Yeah. You're going to have blue. So I want to see. I just hope it's not a full. Like I like the Universal title. A lot of people don't like how it looks, but if you have. Don't make it blue because it's just gonna be cheesy. Just have like at least a trimming or whatever. So I'm excited to see what it's gonna look like.
Underline on a W blue or something like that with a
black
kind of
like
strap.
how the women's title is on SmackDown. Is you have blue remnants.
Right. Allegedly, he's gonna show a new title tonight. Well, on Friday night SmackDown, so we'll get a chance to see that. There should be some
spoilers since they're overseas.
Heading over to the next topic, and we're gonna start the clock right now.
Cody Rhodes, hard time-ish. Go ahead, because you're like an AEW.
Wow.
I'm just saying. Although I was surprised. Like you were NXT. You were tweeting
that's had the better card. I wanted to see what's gonna happen to their face. We'll get into that. Yeah. Anyway, Cody Rhodes cut a promo that was like almost like his dad's promo, and it really gave you goosebumps as you're watching it.
Cody Rhodes is fantastic.
He shows every time why he should have been in the top of the company a few times.
Like, I mean, not to take too much time, but even when he was in WWE, like he just whatever gimmick was thrown his way, he made the best out of.
I love Stardust, to be honest with you.
Stardust was cool, but it ran between bad booking and just running its course. But we're taking too much time from that.
Anyway, he announced that he heard the criticism of the fans of him being, one of the vice presidents and getting a title shot.
There's no criticism, Cody.
No, but people have been saying that, oh, look, they're putting themselves in the spots for the title and blah, 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 blah. People have been saying that in the wrestling world. So he heard that and he said if he loses, that he'll never go after the title ever again. And I believe that he won't go for the title ever again.
I don't think he won't ever go for that title ever again. I think it'll be something where, let's say, sometime later next year, there's just something where they push him like, Cody, you got to do it.
I give like 2 years.
I'm going to give it a year. I'm going to give it late next year. That it's going to be something, because Cody, you have to go for the title. Like, it just, I fucks with that it's not going to be, you know what I mean? You're just going to push yourself. You're being selfless.
Right. Selfish.
No, you're being unselfish.
Well, you say if he push himself.
He's being unselfish.
Oh, yeah.
Right? In the sense of he's not going to
take himself out of the picture.
Yeah. So I fucks with that. But you have to eventually go for the title. Like, there's, what? Like, what are you going to do the whole time?
I mean, that's like a long storyline, right? Just like how the Bucks used to play to their back.
That's a long, or when, when Matt, oh my God, that used to annoy me so much.
For a year.
But, yeah. I think Cody will eventually go for the title, but nonetheless, that was a fantastic promo, and he's just really, what can you say about Cody? He's just really, really good at what he does.
And in ring, too, he's got very, very good.
He's really, like I said, he's really good at what he does. And I mean as a whole, as a wrestler, he gets it.
Yes.
He gets it.
He's really over right now. And again, I love his interest music. I think he's the best. He has the best interest music right now.
In wrestling?
In wrestling, because it fits to his character.
I love the theme song. I love it. I love everything about Cody right now.
Yeah, he can't do anything wrong. Ready to go to the next one?
Yes, sir.
You beat the clock.
Oh. SmackDown bounces back after going to FS1 and being like,
not only that,
but listen, I already told you, because when you sent me, you showed me, and I'm like, yo, they were on FS1. Not everyone has that. 1, 2, the World Series was going on. Like, they were up against mad competition. And again, just for the simple fact, like, I knew when they announced it the week before that they were going to be on FS1. I was like, yo, people are not going to watch that.
Yeah, but I understood that. And I said I agree with you. It's just that one, AEW didn't get that benefit of that when they had to change their channel in certain areas, and then 2,
but everyone doesn't have FS1. Whereas AEW, if you
that's
switch
like a sports package, right?
Exactly. If you have TBS, you have TBS,
right?
Like it's that's
no,
basic.
no, they switch from TBS to like True TV or something like that.
No, I don't. TNT to True TV, I don't know,
but either way, 2, the bounce back is not more so from the week before. It's just. This is like the best SmackDown I've ever seen.
And we'll get into that.
Decade.
Yo, I was like, and I don't know why I didn't text you at that moment, because I was so, like, when's the last time you've been so engaged to a whole WWE main roster, like, episode? And again, we'll get more into that.
Right.
But I think the curiosity of the fact that
people wasn't there.
Exactly.
Get
surprises. They were hinting at all these different things. And on top of that, we knew, like, just people from NXT, because they announced that Crown Jewel, that Survivor Series for the first time would be Raw versus SmackDown versus NXT.
Right.
So all these different things. And again, people didn't watch last week because no one was watching on FS1. Right. They knew, okay, and I literally texted you, I'm like, yo, it's going to go back into the 2 millions the following week, because it'll be back on where it's supposed to be. Exactly. So, and like you said, it was one of the better shows we've seen, but we'll get more into that.
Like in the past decade.
It just, in regards, we spoke too much about it.
We'll get to it.
But essentially,
shout out to SmackDown.
But essentially, we didn't really TV rating. The viewership was 2.5 million, just so people are aware, because we didn't really say. We were just marking out about it. So,
but let's head over to the next segment. We're pretty good with the time. The OC at NXT. Let me put the clock on right now. You already know how I feel about this. I told you guys.
I'm surprised you didn't wear this shirt. I'm a little surprised you're wearing Bianca Belair all day EST.
I explain why when we get to the Inferno.
We're a fan of EST around here.
Right. But yeah, them being at NXT for the first time, because remember, guys, they skipped the NXT process and went straight to the main roster. Mm-hmm. So them being on NXT was amazing. Them kicking off the show was great. Their 6-man tag match was pretty good.
Yeah. It was nice to see. It was weird to see, because AJ Styles, again, we know he came through at Royal Rumble in 2016 and surprised us all.
Right.
So just to see him in NXT was kind of wild.
Him and Matt Riddle had some good exchanges.
Yeah.
Him and Tommaso Ciampa had good exchanges.
It's just
NXT, the Good Brothers was fitting in. It just felt right.
It felt right. Did you remember in the beginning when they showed the promo? And shout out to Astro because he was telling me that apparently they told people that the fans there, make sure you're at your seat at 7:45 or whatever. And I'm assuming because of I don't know if when the promo happened, if it was earlier in the day or it happened at 7:45, but with that whole like fight with the OC and
Undisputed Era.
AEW Undisputed Era. Did you see when he put Bobby Fish into the wall, like the blood splatter?
Yeah, there was a blood splatter. It was ketchup.
It was ketchup.
It was ketchup on the table.
Ow! But it looked like blood
right,
splatter.
So I was like, was he eating hot dog or something? Like,
because I watched and I'm like,
yeah,
what happened?
Yeah,
it just went and was like, okay, what the fuck is this?
Right. And so at the end, when Adam Cole came back out and Finn Balor came out and saved AJ in a way. Now, did you guys understand my concept when I say like Finn Balor is basically the godfather for these two factions?
But what side is he on?
He's not on any side. When you're a godfather, you sit back and watch shit happen.
But what does that? Where does Finn Balor go?
He doesn't go anywhere. He's a godfather. They go to him.
Who does he feud? He's eventually going to have to feud with someone.
He's gonna feud with Johnny Gargano. He took Gargano out. He's gonna face him at War Games.
Okay.
That's the route they go. That's why Gargano's been absent. He's not gonna be the fourth person in War Games. He's gonna face Finn Balor at War Games. But it's just to show like how they both saluted
AJ
him.
Said this, and he
was like guns. I don't know if it was guns for Adam Cole to attack or what, but it just all played so well. And again, to my concept, I was like, yeah, that's what I'm saying. See, he's the godfather. He wears all black, like shows no affiliation to nobody. Not even NXT. He's just like, yo, I'm here. And he even had like a interview where he's like, NXT is spoiled. I feel like they're pampered down there. Mm-hmm. They got it good now. Mm-hmm. So I enjoyed that segment.
I enjoyed NXT in general.
And with that, we're gonna go straight into our Inferno for tonight. I'm gonna start the clock right here because this is the NXT Evasion angle.
Evasion or invasion?
Invasion, that's it.
Evasion.
I did put the emphasis.
Anyway, going back to what we were saying previously before the OC and NXT segment, SmackDown was the best in a decade, possibly. No, my fault, because in 2016 going into 2017, SmackDown has some really good episodes. So I'm not gonna.
But it isn't this hot. Like,
it was.
It wasn't this anticipated.
Yeah, like SmackDown was good, but this was just like what? Like it was just good. Raw. When Raw has good shows, they'll have those different surprises where you're like, what? SmackDown's never really had those moments. So yeah,
and it played well because the guys couldn't make it over. And when they teased it during the day, like, there's going to be some surprises, everybody expected it to be from NXT, but everybody's like, nah, we've been here before. Like, y'all done, gypped us before when it's supposed to be NXT people popping up, and then y'all got some people that we don't really want popping up. But we still tune in to make sure what happens.
We fucking got Daniel Bryan versus Adam
Cole for like 30 minutes.
Oh my God. Like, it's just like, this is what the reasons why I'm such a wrestling fan. When you get good quality like that, chef's kiss.
Did I say this to you? I know I probably said this to Undisputed Era, and I probably said this on Twitter.
I hate when he does that. Undisputed Era.
That's who we are. It's one of those things where you don't know what's going to happen, so you have to tune in to see what's happening. And that buzz, that feel for the day was there.
And that reminded you of, like, back in the day. You just there wasn't social media or whatever to spoil things. It was just, okay, we knew this is potentially going to happen because the talent wasn't there.
But we didn't know who or what.
We didn't know who or what segments. Shayna, I don't know if you read it. There was I don't know if someone interviewed her or whatever. She said she literally ran into the ring. Like, she got there maybe a half an hour,
about that.
ran to the ring, attacked, and it just made it organic and just it seemed like just authentic.
It felt old school. Like, you didn't know who was going to pop up for the night.
She attacked my girls though.
Yeah, I was conflicted, but I love Shayna. I was conflicted on that.
I ain't conflicted. Fuck that.
I was conflicted on the moment. I'm like, yo, that's my girl, but like, Shayna, that's my other, like, oh shit, NXT's here.
Your loyalty lies with who?
As in the moment of NXT being on SmackDown.
My girl Bianca Belair.
That's why I'm wearing the shirt. Like, I'm representing NXT this week.
What happened with Carmella?
She had a low-key concussion.
She just sat there like if she was nodding out. I love Carmella, but I was like, what happened?
But that Bianca press and threw her over the thing.
Your girl was fire. I thought she was gonna come out or whatever.
I was hoping to use her.
I thought she was gonna be in the match, but whatever. She killed it backstage.
The only downside I had about
this Sami Zayn.
Yeah, that joke was good. That was a good.
Oh, I didn't care for it.
No, that was good. The show Keith Lee and Riddle.
I just don't like how they book Sami.
They have nobody else around. To be honest, everybody was stuck overseas.
Yeah.
They had to use what they had. It was good. They played well. Like, oh yeah, I'm done with NXT. I'll be back. You know, it was funny.
Yeah.
The commentary team was awesome. I like that commentary team. They could use that every week. Tom Phillips, Renee Young, and Pat McAfee.
Yeah, Pat McAfee, whatever. But
Pat McAfee was dope because you could see him in the background, like hype for his team. Like he brought that excitement. To the announcement.
I can live without. But Tom Phillips, there's no reason why.
He's not on.
He should be on Raw at this point.
Exactly.
There's no reason why he's not.
You can see the chemistry that him and Renee have, and that's why I said Pat McAfee came out of nowhere and fit in well with those two. That commentary was great that night.
And I was reading.
We're gonna go over it because I like.
All right,
I still have more to say.
That's fine. We won't give each other a penalty for this because it's just hot.
Yeah.
But and I don't know if you read, but when they said who did the show, it was basically Triple H,
right? And
just Vince gave the okay because I guess there's not much he can do with the talent that being there. I'm like, yo, can you see the potential? This is literally what would happen, yo. And it was funny. Remember when the exchange between Daniel Bryan, Shawn Michaels, and Triple H, mad funny.
Yeah, when they try to fake it out like Shawn was about to get in the ring. I was like, yo, if they put Shawn in that ring,
it's cold. Yeah, put it back. put your jacket back on.
Right. Because they've been teasing that match between Shawn and Daniel Bryan like forever.
Shawn don't need to be in another match. Let him stay retired.
I think he'd do one last match with Daniel Bryan.
Let him.
I think he can.
Just let him be retired. Just let him be retired. It's fine.
So the only thing I had a problem with the whole invasion thing, because they even extended it to Raw, but before we get to Raw, because that's why I said we got to go over time because they did both shows. The Adam Cole versus Daniel Bryan match, I got the psychology between Daniel Bryan and Triple H. I just felt that they didn't give Adam Cole enough to show him off what he can do. Like he basically took an ass whooping that entire match until towards the end.
Yeah, but
he got one or two moves in.
But then you also got
ass whooping.
I understand, but he's also a heel, and the heel that he plays, essentially, it's kind of like the conniving, like sneaky, like do anything to win type thing, and that's low key kind of his matches in NXT. Because you remember the two matches with Johnny Gargano, he cheated to win.
Yeah, but to counter your argument,
not to say he's not good.
No, the match he had with Seth Rollins was more balanced than the match he had with Daniel Bryan. Daniel Bryan match for me felt like I'm superior to you. Like the way he was taunting him during the match, like staring at Triple H, not paying attention to him, which played to him losing. But to me, it just.
But he lost.
Yeah, so I'm saying it played to him losing because he was too focused on Triple H.
But I think that's a good that's good storytelling. Excuse me, because I'm this over cocky guy that I'm quote unquote on the main roster, and you're still the minor leagues,
right?
And Adam Cole he didn't have to really cheat or anything like that.
Cheat.
He didn't have to do that, and he won. He got a
NXT,
clean win.
Everybody on NXT
got a clean win
on SmackDown.
So I love that, you know. And in the situation with him and Seth, I didn't really pay attention too much for Raw because we were hyped. Thank God I didn't go because it was in Long Island, so it was in the area. And I was tempted because I'm like, NXT. But they didn't.
They didn't have the same feeling from what they did on SmackDown.
Yeah. So
you can tell that the difference of like, what was the difference on Raw that they really did between
it was longer.
Teasing Seth.
It was longer. It was drawn out.
Teasing Seth joining NXT.
Charlotte, Natty versus Asuka and Kyrie. That didn't do well.
In terms of like, first of all, I'm mad that they made fucking Asuka tap out to Natalya. That was stupid. Like, these girls just won the tag team titles like 3 weeks ago. And you're having her tap out clean to Natalya after they've been cheating and finding their ways to win the past couple of weeks. Like, they couldn't beat this newly made team. Yeah. But besides that, NXT didn't really show a bigger presence on Raw, in my opinion. Not till towards the end when
but it was still
a big ass brawl.
Yeah, but it still wasn't like, it didn't do much for me. I even didn't even remember that there was an actual brawl.
Like, Pete Dunne was out there.
Yeah, yeah, and it's Pete Dunne of all people.
Pete Dunne, like, you gotta feature this guy.
And then I felt like the women, again, with us, women's wrestling is big. There wasn't much of a women's presence.
Was Shayna there? I
don't even think she was there. No, I don't recall.
Yes, she did the thing with Becky Lynch,
but she wasn't like
physically there.
Exactly.
They didn't have a women's brawl.
Yeah, you on SmackDown in 2 hours compared to 3 hours, you literally got a taste of everything.
And that was my argument with NXT. So all that shit they did this past week, only the OC was the only ones that went to NXT to start some shit.
But see, now my thing is in regards to that, it made sense because while it's Survivor Series is in what, 2 weeks? Why am I I'm gonna have literally everyone? I thought the same.
Not everyone.
No. I understand. I felt the same way too. NXT, I was expecting that you would have this. I thought you were gonna have the 4 horsewomen go down there. I just thought we were going to see more, especially how after the women's match, that was the perfect time for whoever from the main roster to come. But I also figured that you're not going to put all your eggs in one basket. You're going to spread it out.
This is a hot week, right? Where you just came off one of your highest rating SmackDowns, where people were like talking about NXT. This is the moment for you to feature at least 2 more people.
But to play devil's advocate, okay, so then you do that. You have everyone come out on
Not
NXT.
Everybody.
Okay, but like who? Like the women?
You pick one woman to go down there.
But then what happens the following week?
You still have a roster of over 100 people to choose from to send out.
I know, but you want it to seem it's kind of like if someone's trying to invade your space or whatever, like you just went and made some noise and went to someone's area and you did what you did, you're expecting someone to come. So
honestly, everyone wasn't expecting the OC to come right there.
But in general, NXT, I'm sure expected Raw or SmackDown to show up. So now you have to be like, okay, we're going to do this sneak attack. You don't know when we're coming, but we're coming. So I get that.
And also it plays into they had to build up war games as well for a couple of
There's a lot of things that have to be built up right now. Exactly.
But it was like a throwaway match I thought that was on there that they could not do. I can't remember what the match was, but it was just like, all right. I took a shower during this. I'm like, I'm going to take a shower. There was 2 women matches on NXT this past week. Shout out to them for that. One of them wasn't nothing that we should care about. Sorry to say, but it was just like a randomly thrown out match. But they're trying, I guess.
Tag show.